There's a couple of recent experiences with people I can share. One is I was in Auntie's house. She's one of the trail angels. Her nephew and I were talking before school. He was waiting for a school bus, and I asked him if he had any dreams last night. And well, first of all, we were talking about the school bus and his school. So he was, literal and all that stuff. And then I asked him about his dreams, and it just transitioned so smoothly into his experience with his dreams. It was like the same thing, or even more so. His dreams meant more to him. You could tell. So he went on to say, well, on the property last night, there's these armies that were fighting on the edge of the property. And then he went to meet with his superhero friends, Superman, Supergirl, and Flash. And they had a big conflict with the other bad guys, super bad guys. He was telling me all about it and how they deal with it and everything. And I was giving him some hints how he could change form and do this and that. But what I noticed with him, he's 8 years old, he could so readily, he wasn't literalized yet, you could tell, he just so smoothly transitioned into his experiences on the real side. And then there's a couple people that had premonition dreams. As I ask people about their dreams, that's kind of an in I have with people here on the trail. One fellow, he had a dream the other night about a snake biting off his foot or coming to, swallow his foot or leg. And then the next day, a snake was attacked his dog and started biting his leg or foot. That's kind of one thing. And then the hitch. Yesterday I had a hitch from a lady, and she's really, even from childhood, she's had premonition dreams to where her parents just scoffed, those are just your imagination, one of those things where your parents tell you, like your parents told you, your mom told you, they're just your imagination, but they were so real for her. She kind of hit it to herself, and she became kind of a loner because of that. Even to this day, she's kind of a loner because no one really accepted her dreams. But a lot of premonition dreams since she was a childhood. One few years ago where he was in an accident, and by the way, these dreams, she gets warnings like even years before, like this accident was like 3 years he's been having these dreams, and then somebody rear-ended them, and there was some injuries and stuff like that. But the latest one now is been having for 6 years. This one is, she goes out in the backyard and somebody shoots her, and her impression is it's the government. And she is kind of a, conspiracy, we didn't really get into it, but kind of a conspiracy, she was talking about fluoride in the water and religion in general, how it's kind of nefarious and all that. So I was giving her some hints about using the new you and the experience, and she has it, readily. I mean, she has it a lot for the last 6 years, just the same experience. She can modify it or do something in a dream, like sing the new you to protect yourself, or do something, change into a dragon or something, to not accept it, because she always gets off. They always shoot her. So it doesn't have to be destiny that's going to happen that way. So these are just a couple people I met, a few people I met, and out here it seems like in the country more people are more, they're more rebellious or more off-grid in terms of their consciousness. So it's kind of refreshing meeting people out here. And it's easier to connect with people because they're more open to sharing. So, more to come. That's it.